What up, people? It's Nickopz here, and today I want to talk about Sonya's worst matchup. Her only bad matchup, and it's just barely, is Sub-Zero. I'm making this video because y'all know how I feel about Sonya, and I want this character to get completely dissected as much as possible by the community until they inevitably nerf her. So, if you're fighting against an annoying Sonya, and I usually don't really condone this type of stuff, but against Sonya, you got to do what you got to do. With the Kombat League Season 2 starting, I feel like that this video is mandatory to make. Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero deals with Sonya very well, in general. Let me show you why. Pretty sure you fight Sonyas that do this all the time. Thing about Sub-Zero is even if he gets hit by one and they just don't stop doing it, he can like hit her out of it. And she has to respect him more in the zoning department, even if he just wants to do this. So at certain ranges, if he gets hit, he's one of the few people that if he gets it out, can still punish her like that. A lot of people can't do that because her recovery is so ridiculous, but Sub-Zero can. So he can fight her at this range and this range to stop her from zoning. Now, another reason Sub-Zero does so good in this matchup is because the only thing that is holding Sub-Zero back from being top 5 is that this is not a mid. If this was a mid, Sub-Zero would be an absolute menace. He would be a monster. So, you might be asking, well, why is that such a big deal? Well, the thing about Sonya is she doesn't have good mids. So the one thing that stops Sub-Zero from being so good, she can't really compete with it either. I mean, of course she can fight it because she's Sonya, but she's not out-midding him. So against Sonya, Sub-Zero doesn't have to worry about getting beat in the mid department. He can just, keep throwing his highs and his 50-50s just like her. And she has no mid that will really beat him at all times, so it becomes more even. And it's funny, the way to counter Sonya is making it even. But it still doesn't completely counter her. She's still Sonya. I don't want to just say if you're going to pick this character up, you're going to beat her, because she's still Sonya. Don't forget that. I'm just saying that this is like even or like slightly a bad matchup for her, just slightly. And against Sonya, you want any edge you can get. So he doesn't have to worry about her mid, so he can play his game more with this. She has to respect him right here. So it only really comes down to the 50-50 department. And he has his 50-50s too. Now, I think Sub-Zero is a fair version of Sonya, but I also like how he can fight her very well. Now, here's a little quick rundown of Sub-Zero's main combo. If you don't want to watch my whole guide on how to play him, I'll link it in the description. But this is the main combo you need to know with him. And you can also spin the bar at the end of it. And if you can't land this right here, the hard part that most people have with this combo is to jump in into the dash. If you can't really do that, just do a jump in too. And then do the combo the same way. That's the main combo you need to know because you can do it off of the overhead, the low, and that. So that's just a little quick rundown of his combos. I recommend watching my whole guide if you want to know more. So, I'm making this video just to quickly help everyone out that's having a problem with this horror of a character, Sonya. Everybody knows how I feel about Sonya. Well, if you've been on my channel for a while, hate the character, horribly designed, most broken character in general in NRS history. Because she's just consistently broken. Hate this character, I really do. And I want to help my whole community, just fight this character. Even if you can get a slight edge against her, do it. Now, I don't have that much of a problem fighting her because I feel like her versus Cassie is 5-5, and that's all I really need. But if you want it to be slightly in your favor and you don't want to worry about her annoying zoning, I recommend Sub-Zero. But don't forget that she's still Sonya. Don't think that this is going to be an automatic win if you pick them up. It'll just be easier. Trust me, it will be. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Twitch and my Patreon. And Nickopz out.